Yo, what's going on? You're checking out QGen HQ. My name is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over every tool that I use on a daily basis when it comes to lubing mechanical switches. Now, when it comes to lubing switches, it is a very daunting, tedious task that we all kind of love and hate. Mostly hate a little bit, at least on my end, but it is also sort of relaxing. But then again, it does take a lot of time. So every tool that I'm going to show you guys today are what I basically use to help organize and cut down some of that time and just make my life overall easier when it comes to lubing switches. Recently, I came across a company on Instagram known as Prevail Key Company. Checked out their shop, really liked what I saw, and I basically bought the entire store out. I did, and I've been using these tools now for the last month or so, and they're absolutely great. So everything I'm going to show you here is strictly from Prevail Key Company, but you can get these tools anywhere if you don't want to go through them. But if you do want to go through them and you do like anything you see here, I do have an affiliate link down below now, and I can save you guys 5% at checkout if you use coupon code QGenHQ every time you want to buy something. Throw that code on there and save yourself some cash. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and check out the tools that I use when it comes to lubing mechanical switches. Okay, so the very first thing you guys are going to need are obviously some switches. Now, you guys can get switches anywhere, and everyone has their own switch preferences, but they do sell some switches over at Prevail Key Company. I am working on a new build right now, so while I was picking up some tools, I also went ahead and grabbed myself some Duroc palm switches. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these, they're a nice 63-gram linear switch. They sound really nice, especially when they're lubed. They also do come with a light factory lube from Prevail Key Company, but I would still suggest opening this up and giving it the proper lubing, if that makes any sense to y'all. But it sounds pretty good, you know, it really does. But we'll go ahead and check this out in a little bit. They also do sell stabilizers, obviously, and I went ahead and picked up some Duroc stabilizers. And what's really awesome is they also sell these. They have an option for like $2 or $3 more, I believe, to get these stabilizers pre-clipped. Strongly suggest you do that. Save yourself some extra time. If you're new to the whole custom keyboard game and you don't really know about clipping and things like that, there's plenty of videos out there for you guys, but I'm telling you right now, for the $2 or $3 extra, it's worth it to save yourself the time and get these stabilizers pre-clipped. Okay, so now you got your switches and your stabilizers all sorted out. What's next? Well, that's the lubricant. Now, there's a ton of different lubes out there, but for the sake of this video, I went ahead and I picked up some Krytox 205 Grade 0. This is arguably probably the most popular lube in existence. It's a very nice consistency. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to show you guys how to lube switches, but quick note, less is more when it comes to lube. All right, you don't want to see the milky white finish of this lube on any of your switches. That means you're over lubing it. You want to have a nice sheen, a very nice thin coat. That is a proper lube. All right, then I also went ahead and I picked up Krytox 105. Now, this is more of like an oil, and it's a very, very thin base here, and they even give you a little dropper here for it. Now, this is for your springs. Okay, I like to bag lube my springs. I don't want to sit there and take a brush and paint all the edges. You could if you want to. People prefer that, that's fine. I like to bag lube my switches. So I'll take about 8 to 10 drops of some of this oil here, drop it into a bag with about 100 springs at max. I feel like maybe a little bit more. You can do 10 to 12 drops per 100 springs, I would suggest. And then just shake that bag up, get those springs nice and lubed, and you're good to go. Okay, now you got your lubricants and you got the switches. The next thing to do is to open up those switches. So go ahead and pick yourself up a nice premium switch opener. This is from Monstar Gear, and I love the shape of the switch opener and the just overall feel. It's a nice brushed aluminum finish, and it's a really hefty design. It has a nice magnetic close to it as well, so you won't go ahead and lose one half over the other. They snap together very easily. It even has a little key holder, little keyring holder here. Throw it on a keychain, throw it on a backpack, really up to you. I believe it runs like 25 bucks, comes in either black or this really badass pink right here. And I've seen other ones out there for like 10 bucks, like plastic ones, but plastic ones after a while tend to flex and just kind of break and just kind of wear down, where this one's going to be pretty much the same for like eternity. All right, very easy to do so. Grab your, you can open up MX or KL switches, go ahead and grab your switch, line them up appropriately, and gently just push down. Don't go jamming your switch into here, you'll end up breaking some switches. Just gently push down, the clips will pop, and the top housing of your switch will easily pop off, and you're good to go. Your switch is now opened, and this thing saves my life on a daily basis. It's a nice premium switch opener. Literally, if you take anything away from this video, it's this and the next product I'm going to be talking about right now. And that next product is, boom, this is the Lube Station by Monstar Gear. Trust me, you're thinking Lube Station, dude. I was in the same boat when I first started seeing these Lube Stations come to fruition. I was like, I don't need that gimmick. Come on, give me a break. No, I was very wrong. This thing here knocks like 30 minutes off of my lube time every time. The organization alone is just so perfect. Look, give one a chance if you haven't. It has a little area to hold your lubricant, which is nice and snug right here, won't go nowhere. It also comes with a brush, a nice fine brush, because you're going to need to pick one of these up to lube your switches, obviously. And has a nice little section to hold your brush in between sessions, which is great. Comes in a few different sizes. This is the large size here, could hold to 105 switches. There's also the smaller one, which could hold 70 switches. Comes in a few different colors. I obviously picked up the purple color because I absolutely love the color purple. It has 4 little feet on the back, so it won't be sliding around your desk. It's fully acrylic. It's an absolute beast. Trust me, if you don't have one of these, you know, it's not a necessity, but it's a necessity. All right, listen, I've been there, okay? Think about it. You just took that switch and opened it up. Right now you have your stem, your spring, 2 pieces of the housing. So what are you gonna do? You're not a madman. You want some sort of, you know, like organization. You're gonna get a bowl for the stems, a bowl for the spring. We're not paying Easter eggs here, okay? We're lubing switches. After that's all done, you gotta take those bowls and wash them, and this. No, this is just so much easier. Everything's lined up for you. I'm telling you, Lube Station's really, yeah. Look, do you need it? No. Do you want it? Yeah, you do. But if you are a psychopath who loves to watch the world burn and you do skip out on the whole Lube Station, don't forget, you got to pick up a actual brush here to lube these switches. Without a brush, you're not doing anything. And they do sell some extra brushes over on the website. They are literally like a one-stop shop. And it's a nice fine tipped brush here as well. A nice little thickness to it. It's very comfortable in hand. And I do like the brushes that they have over there. Currently though, they only come in red, I believe. So if anyone from Prevail sees this video, by the grace of God, do me a favor. Send your brother a purple pen, a purple brush, and a pen if you actually make that. Actually, I like a purple pen too. Speaking of pens, this is the stem holder. Don't know the proper name, but I deem this the stem pen. Patent that, I'm rich now. This thing here is a lifesaver. If you are a madman and you like to get lube all over your fingertips like a little psycho, you don't need this. But I absolutely adore this thing. Now, they do sell this in a different version. It's a little bit smaller. It has the prongs that pop out that actually grip the stem. A lot of people use that. I like this because, one, I got big old bare hands, and this thing is bigger than normal. It's thicker. I could hold it in my hand a little bit easier. I like the grip, and it has some weight to it. And so, like I said, it's a little bit longer too. So it makes my life a little bit easier when it comes to actually, you know, putting the stem in here and lubing that small little stem head. Very, very awesome, and I love this thing. I use this every single day of my life. Not really. I lube switches like once every like 2 days because, yikes. These are known as switch films. They're not a necessity at all when it comes to lubing switches, but depending on what switch you're using, you might want to look into some films, as they do help with some switch wobble, a tighter connection, and they do help with some sound feedback. So like I said, do your due diligence and figure out if films are right for you. They are fairly inexpensive, and everything is linked down below in the description. Like I said, don't forget to use coupon code QGenHQ at checkout to save yourself some cash. Well, I really hope I was able to help some of you guys out there today. If you are new to the custom keyboard game, please, I understand it can be very overwhelming at first, but if you trust the process and respect the process, I can assure you, you will get there. Any questions at all, do not hesitate to ask me. Either check me out down below in the comments, the Discord channel, or check me out on twitch.tv/QGenHQ every Thursday and Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will answer any questions you have for me. All that being said, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. Maybe share the video with a friend. Give it a huge thumbs up if you liked it. And that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace out.